Hey everybody, welcome back to Pickups, the segment on the Captain Vitus Show where I show you everything I picked up in a said month. I show you all the DVDs, all the Blu-rays, all the video games, and that's it. I just explained the show. That's what Pickups is, and basically today we are going to be covering everything I picked up in the month of February 2015. We got some insane releases in February. Some of which I still haven't picked up. I'm trying to. I'm going to eventually. You're going to yell at me for one of them that isn't here. But yeah, guys, let's just get straight into it because we got some cool stuff to show you today. And of course, as always, I start with the DVDs, and I don't think I have ever had so little DVDs before. I only picked up one. I feel like I'm completely converting to Blu-ray because I picked up 5 Blu-rays, it looks like. One DVD, and the one DVD I picked up isn't even a great one. It is the new Pokemon movie, Pokemon Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction. Look, I have a thing where I need to collect every Pokemon movie. It's gotten to the point where I'm even considering buying that crappy Mewtwo one that they made a year or two ago. I'm considering it, but I saw this one. I've been checking when it's going to come out forever because I'm like, that thing came out in Japan a long-ass time ago, and it's still not in America? Like, what's happening? And I went to go pick up Princess Kaguya, and this just popped out of nowhere, and I was like, oh hey, new Pokemon movie! Maybe they got it right this time, because I've been a fan of the Pokemon movies up till, I think, the one with Victini. I think that was the last good one, you know, and I think the Sinnoh ones are all incredible, but as of late, they haven't been great, and this one, no exception. It's not great. It's another one where it's just like, hey, we're gonna have a Pokemon like this. It's going to speak English and annoy the crap out of all of us, and it's not going to feel cinematic. And that's my issue with the Pokemon movies now, is they don't feel cinematic. And some of you are like, oh, they're Pokemon movies, who cares? Like, the older ones felt cinematic. Pokemon the movie 3 feels cinematic. Lucario in The Mystery of Mew feels cinematic. The SpongeBob movie feels cinematic. You know what I mean? It feels like a movie. This doesn't feel like a movie to me, and that's why I wasn't a huge fan of it. Not to mention, it's Xerneas and Yveltal in here. They don't even get them right, which made me really sad. They had to give Xerneas a voice. Stop giving Pokemon voices! They don't need them! They speak with their actions, not their words! Please stop! I saw the trailer for the new one, and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid again. I thought it looked cool. I really hope it is an improvement over this, which probably won't be that hard. And now that we're done with all the DVDs I got, I know it took a while, we are going to get into the Blu-rays I bought. And I bought a lot of Blu-rays this month, a lot of incredible Blu-rays this month. Not a single one of these is below an A rating for me, or at least an A- rating for me. That's how good these all are. Guess I'll start with this one. This was my favorite movie of last year. I loved it to death. I bought it the day it came out because I was so hyped. I am talking about Whiplash. I have talked this movie to death. It's incredible. It's a perfect movie in my eyes. J.K. Simmons gives one of the greatest performances in a long time, not to mention Terrence Fletcher. The character he plays, I think, is really going to go down in history as one of the greatest antagonists of all time. I really do. He is an incredible character. This movie is incredible. And the Blu-ray actually comes with the short film it was based off of. Like, it's on YouTube now. I think it dropped yesterday. But it was a short film originally, and this comes with the short film, and I watched it, and it's not great, so I'm really happy they replaced that guy with Miles Teller, because that guy from the short film was not good, and Miles Teller is, like, beyond incredible as well as this movie is. If you haven't seen Whiplash, go pick it up. Go pick up the Blu-ray. It's really pretty. Go pick it up. Up next is one of my movies that I have been just anticipating the living crap out of, but it never came to a theater near me, so I had to wait and wait and wait for it to finally come to Blu-ray. And it ended up coming to Blu-ray sooner than I expected, and I got it. I loved it. Studio Ghibli's latest, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. This movie is amazing. Like, it is phenomenal, and I will say, the animation, this thing is made to look kind of like a Japanese watercolor painting, something like that, you know? And it looks incredible. I thought it was going to be distracting. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought the animation was going to come off as more distracting, but in the end it didn't. It actually improved the story, and the story's really good too. I would say the animation kind of one-ups it because the story's just kind of... It's good! It's really good. It's just, I feel like it starts out incredible, and I'm not a fan of the ending, honestly, but it's still definitely worth a buy, especially if you're a Studio Ghibli fan. This is a fantastic new movie from them. Not exactly it's not their best, but I still think it's one of the coolest movies I've seen in a while, especially with the animation, so definitely check this out if you haven't already. Up next is a movie that, I'm gonna tell you this, there are a lot of movies that came out this month that made me wish I could go back and redo my top 20, because the movies I'm gonna talk about are movies that should be higher on that list. Starting off, of course, with Nightcrawler. I think this movie made maybe number 17 on my list, because the first time I saw it, I didn't like it as much as everyone else did. Then I saw it a second time, and okay, I'm with everyone else now. This movie is incredible. Like, there's only one scene in this movie I don't love. Like, literally. This thing, I gave it an A-, give it an A now. It deserves it. I'll say this, on a technical level, because that one scene is my one issue, but on a technical level, this movie is perfect. It is perfect, directing-wise, cinematography-wise, music-wise. This feels like it's just in Grand Theft Auto 5. That's what I felt like the second time I watched this. I was like, this is literally Grand Theft Auto 5 without, you know, the Grand Theft Auto aspect of it. And it's incredible. I'm still just like, how did Gyllenhaal not get nominated for this? How? I think the movie should have got nominated for Best Picture. I 100% believe that. This thing is incredible. It's a psychological thriller that if you haven't seen this, go pick it up. Lou Bloom is one of the best characters of last year. Go pick it up. For Gyllenhaal, for the movie's sake, do it for you, because you're a good person and you deserve good film like Nightcrawler. Up next is another movie that actually ranked really high on my top 20 of the year. I think this one actually made number 9, and I think I'm going to stick with that rating. The next one, I have some beef with how I put it on the list, but this one, he's on there perfectly. I love this movie to death. Keanu Reeves is back and action-packed in John Wick. This thing is just amazing. As someone like me, I don't know why, I love headshots. I love watching people get headshotted, like bad people, you know, not like good people. Like, that's sad. If the old lady across the street gets headshotted, that's sad. But like, if a bunch of guys who are trying to get into Keanu Reeves' house do, it's fun. And this movie is fun. It is one of the best action films I have seen in a while. Like, I know I say The Raid 2 a lot, but with The Raid 2, it's more the action. With this, it's the action and it's the story, because the story behind this movie is really cool too. It's just Keanu Reeves going on a murderous rampage because the Russian mob killed his dog. As a dog lover, I can relate to that, so it's incredible. I'm telling you, John Wick is one of the best of the year. Go check it out. Has that been there the whole time? I just realized this has been there the whole time. I tried to make my set pretty. I'm not redoing anything. I don't care if you saw my iPad. You can't see it now. Sorry Mario. Up next, in terms of movies, this is definitely my favorite thing I picked up this month. And I don't mean like in terms of film in general. I mean just in terms of, oh my god, this is pretty. This is probably my new favorite Blu-ray I own. Once again, not because of the movie, but because of what it comes in. I'm talking about the Big Hero 6 Steelbook. Before I get into Big Hero 6, let me explain why this is my new favorite Blu-ray I own. Literally just because look at it. Look at it. It is the most beautiful Steelbook ever. In the front of it, you're like, oh yeah, that's badass. And then you see the back of it, and you're like, oh, single tear, and it's incredible. Now let me get into the movie. I am furious with myself for not putting this movie higher on my top 20 of the year. In fact, I watched this movie twice in the last week. This thing probably should have broken the top 5. I am being completely honest. I saw this the first time and I was like, that was really good, but I think hype ruined it a little bit for me. And of course, there are issues. This is a flawed movie, and I get that. But the more and more I watched it, the less those flaws I cared. You know, like I started not caring about him. Like everyone's just like, well, the villain's not good. That's me impersonating Ramster. He's like, well, the villain's not good. And I'm like, yeah, he's not. But if you watch this movie 3 times, you stop caring. You stop caring and you start going like, sure, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with literally everything happening right now. And I'm telling you, I kind of want to watch it right now. I want to watch it right now. This is just, it's so good. So good. And this Steelbook, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to find now, so I'm glad I found it. Day one, that's what you do. You go day one to the Target, you get this lovely, it's just beautiful. Look at that. You can just touch it. You can touch it. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. And of course, those are all the Blu-rays I bought. Now we are done with the movies. We get into the video games. I picked up around 3 video games this month. Wasn't a huge month, you know, like, it's pretty good that I only picked up 3. I don't like how many video games come out now because it's hard to stick with one. I still haven't beaten Pokemon, people. Can we calm down? But anyways, I picked up 3 of them. There are 3 good ones. Let's get into them. We'll start off with this one. This is the newest addition to my PS4 library. This thing came out and I didn't even realize it, but I have a coworker who lost his mind over it, and I was like, you're kind of selling me on this. I kind of really want it now, and I did, and I got it, and it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I have never played a Dragon Ball Z game in my life. Shocking, right? Because I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z in general. I have all the seasons. I have all the seasons right there. It is one of my favorite shows, period. I love Dragon Ball Z, so I heard this game was fun. I checked it out, and it is fun. There is a character creator that is amazing. Like, I love character creators, it always gets me pumped, and this one has one. Story is stupid. It is stupid, but this isn't a game where you go in for incredible stories, you go in for the gameplay, and for the most part, I really like the gameplay. It's a combo system that I think I'm still needing to get used to, because as far as I'm concerned, it can be just super clunky at times, and like, I don't know, sometimes the gameplay's not so great. The sound design is awful. It is awful, the sound design. Like, oh my god, sometimes there's no music. There's no music playing. I like music to play when I'm doing crazy, awesome things. That's why I liked Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, because music would play when you were fighting, and sometimes just everything kind of cuts out. But, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing a review for it, so I'm going to kind of keep a lot of those opinions to myself until I beat the game, which will be in a bit because I have so many games I'm playing. But yeah, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Up next, this is the result of a failed amiibo hunt. I went amiibo hunting the day Meta Knight came out. Too late, didn't get him. Did not get Meta Knight. What I did get, however, is this little game that came out. I was like, it's 40 bucks, guys. Let's just get this since we failed our amiibo hunt, and that is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Now, I know for a fact I'm reviewing this game, so I'll try and keep it short and sweet, but I really like it. I like it. I just feel like it loses its charm really quickly, but I feel like the first world is fantastic and fun. The water levels are abysmal. But other than that, I'm having a lot of fun with it. My one real big issue is the fact that this game is beautiful. Like, this is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played in my life. And it looks beautiful on that beautiful screen I'm buying over there, my TV. You can't look at the TV though, because in this game you're controlling Kirby like that. And you gotta look at the gamepad, and it is a significant downgrade from your TV, so that's definitely an issue, but I'll get more into that when I do review this game, because I can guarantee you this one will get a review, so we'll get into that sooner or later. Okay, last but certainly not least, this is definitely probably my favorite thing I picked up all month. I actually made an unboxing video of it, because this thing I'm going to show you, I actually came with that guy right there, Mr. Skull Kid, Majora's Mask 3D. I had never played Majora's Mask up till this, and if you couldn't tell by the shirt, I've become a pretty big fan. This thing has already cracked my top 5 Zelda games of all time. Like, I'm loving it so much. It is so fun. I only played the N64 version a little bit, and I kind of got bored of it. But I'm playing the 3DS one now, and I am in love. I am in deep romantic love with this game. It's incredible. I want to tell you, like, this thing is amazing! It's amazing! One of the best Zelda games I've ever played in my life. The different masks are so fun to use. The temples are really cool. I actually, like, want to 100% the temples now. I've never wanted to do that. Normally I'm just like, oh, get through, get the boss key, leave. Not in this game. I want to do everything I can in that temple, and it's just so freaking good. This game makes me want to do side quests. I hate side quests, and I'm doing side quests. It's so freaking good, not to mention the fact it came with that awesome Skull Kid figure, which if you want a better look at him, I don't want to pick him up because he might knock over my amiibos, but go watch my Majora's Mask unboxing video. But, oh my god. If you haven't gotten this game, it's kind of hard to find it, because it is amazing. So yeah, guys, those are all the pickups I picked up in the month of February. I want to hear what you guys thought was your favorite. What was your favorite thing I picked up? What is something you picked up? Are you mad at me that I didn't pick up Birdman? Because that's something that I keep on forgetting to do. I promise it will show up in the March pickups video. I just did Whiplash and Kaguya. Those were, you know, Priorities. But yeah, guys, anyways, if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my future videos. Be sure to hit that like button because it really helps me out. And be sure to leave a comment because I love comments. And hey, shout out to Austin Gaby. He won our Oscar bet tournament. I forgot to shout him out in our focus review, so I'm shouting him out double here. Be sure to check out his channel and be sure to check out Francesca from Cinema Darling because he is on that channel a lot. He has asked us to shout her out too. And, you know, I guess King's orders, but yeah, check out both those channels. Of course, their links will be in the description. Check them out double as good because I forgot to mention them in my focus review and I feel bad. And most importantly, people, if you like the video, share the video. I forgot to say that. I always forget to say that, but stay classy. Wait, no. Since I shout out Francesca, stay classy. Nobody gets that joke if they don't watch my podcast. Nobody gets that joke. Nobody!